What's up, guys? Stas here. So in this one, we're going to break down Palantir stock and really focus on the options chain, go over what calls I'm looking at. We'll take a look at some puts as well. Why not? We'll break down where my head's at. So if y'all find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. And of course, don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Use that link down below or simply go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo. Get your stocks. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into it. So check it out. Right now, Palantir stock, and by the way, if you guys didn't know, which I'm sure all of you guys do know, but their ticker is PLTR. If you didn't know, this stock is up around 8 cents right now, up 0.5%, and is trading at $15.23. And one thing worth mentioning here, guys, and let me actually clear the drawing set. Let me clear this up a little bit. We are now starting to break out of maybe not the highs from yesterday, but we're starting to break towards the highs from yesterday and from earlier today. You guys can see this morning we peaked at about $15.40, and yesterday in the morning we hit $15.50 in the during the day and in the pre-market. So we're noticing now we're starting to pop back towards that point. And actually right now in real time, guys, let me extend this to the right. We're approaching right at what? 15.25, which was the high from, it looks like, the latter half of the day yesterday. So in the morning, we broke right through 15.25, right? This morning we got to 15.40, then we went right back under it, and now we're starting to push right back, which is good. And another thing worth mentioning here for the bulls, which is good, is the fact that we held 15, which, mind you, we held that yesterday. $14.95, $15. That's a good sign for Palantir. So right now is the moment of truth, at least in the very short term. If we're able to break, let's leave the alert at 15.26, guys. If we could break this point, we might fill the gap in the short term. Keyword is might. Nothing's guaranteed, but maybe towards 1540, 1545, this window right here. Then if that were to break, maybe towards 1550, 1555. That's where we could be going. And we'll see where it goes from there. Of course, we still have the head and shoulders, which is on the 4-hour chart. You guys can see we have the left shoulder right here, the head's right here, the right shoulder's right here. You guys can see that. And of course, the neckline is right around this alert, right about at 1650. So that point needs to break. We haven't done that yet in terms of breaking. We haven't done that yet. But that could be coming around the corner. Who knows here, guys? Who knows? Any day now. That could be happening. And you guys can see if I pull up this 4-hour, maybe let me zoom in a little bit. It's not looking too pretty here. I mean, we do have a little mini head and shoulders as well on the 1 hour or the 4-hour, actually. If you zoom in and see this right here, you could argue that. But overall, what you guys have to realize is bulls have to break 1650, which is what I've been saying here on Palantir stock for quite some time. And it's been pretty boring these last couple of weeks, let's be honest. So let me pull up the options chain very quickly here, guys. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. There we go. So you guys can see here, Palantir is at what? 1525, all right? And this is Robinhood, by the way. I'm not a big fan of Robinhood, to be honest, but what I do like about them is how simple their options chain is. And for the sake of this video, which is what I've mentioned before on these videos, I'm just going to use Robinhood for the time being in terms of showing you guys the options chain, right? Actually executing trades. I use Fidelity, I use Moomoo, other brokerages like that. But looking at it visually for the sake of the videos, man, Robinhood does a very good job. So right now we have Palantir, again, sitting at $15.25. And let me make my face, my big old head, a little bit smaller. There we go. And this is the options chain right now. And you guys know how this works, right? The farther out, the more premium you have to pay because you have more time on your side. That's how it works, right? So if we're looking at calls that expire in 2 days from now, well, they're not that expensive by any means because, well, they expire in 2 days, guys. You don't have much time left for Palantir to make that move to $16, $16.50, $17, right? So if you're looking at the $16 calls that expire in 2 days, you're looking at 5 cents, guys. You could load up on these if you're, thinking Palantir is going to rip tomorrow or the next day. You can maybe make a ton of money on these, but it's very risky. And when I'm buying calls, when I'm doing options or trading options, I, for the most part, like to look out at least a couple of weeks when it comes to the expiration date. But here we can see you can buy one contract, guys, for $5. I could actually do it right now. I have $13 in buying power. Might as well do it. Actually, wait, before I make an impulse buy here on camera, guys, Let's see what's going on next week. Let me not be an idiot right now, even though it's only $13. Who gives a crap? But let's see. Palantir next week, the 29th, which is next Friday, for the $16.50 strike price, they're looking at what, 10 cents? So about $10 for a contract. That's pretty interesting. Let's see if we go up a little bit more. $17. We're looking at what, 6 cents? So $6 for a contract. I might, honestly, guys, I might just buy for fun one of these contracts right now. I'll go a little bit further out than just this Friday. I mean, guys, that's just 2 days away. So let me go out a little bit further. Give it 9 days. Why not? A little bit more time on my side. So again, I don't use Robinhood, but I forgot I have $13 here in buying power. And that $13 is pretty much from free stocks. I forget exactly. I might have referred somebody, one of my aunts, a couple of, actually, yeah, that's what it was. That's right. I referred my aunt about 2 months ago. She was asking me like, oh, what's an easy brokerage or yada, yada, yada. I just gave her Robinhood. It's the simplest one. Again, like I said, visually for the videos. And if you're just starting out, Robinhood is super easy and simple to get. So I referred her that. I guess I got some free stocks. Either way, but if you have any, experience trading, more advanced, intermediate even, obviously, Robinhood, I think, sucks. Honestly, I think there's way better ones out there like Moomoo, Webull, Fidelity. Fidelity's my main one that I've used for probably, close to a decade now. So there's other better ones, but if you're looking for bare bones, basic, simple, visually appealing, nothing crazy going on, nothing to overcomplicate things, Robinhood's the way to go. And let's buy these calls, guys. Let's buy these calls before I get too far off on a tangent here. So again, $16.50 strike price, 10 cents right now is the ask. Right, we're seeing these drop down. Today they're down 9%. All right, so we're buying the dip on these. Let's do it right now. Review order, you guys can see above my head here. Actually, let me make this or move my head here so you guys can see what I'm actually even doing here. So you guys can see right here. Look, we have 100 contracts. So or not 100 contracts, one contract, but each contract's 100 shares. So we're going to do one of those. We're going to buy one. And we can see max cost is $10 because, again, 10 cents for the contract, 10 times 100 shares per contract, boom, you got $10. So expires, looks like good for a day. I can't change that for some reason. Looks like here, okay, so you have the description here of the trade. You guys can see it says you're paying $10 for the right to buy 100 shares of Palantir for $16.50 per share by September 29th. If Palantir shares aren't $16.50 or higher on September 29th, this option will expire worthless, which you guys know, buying options is way more risky than selling options, which is why I'm a huge fan of selling options. We've covered that before on the channel. But for fun, I like buying calls, sometimes puts. It's it's a good way to make a bet with a very small amount of money. So here we go. I'm going to click submit now and place the order. There we go, guys. So there we go. Look, Palantir long called, or not long called, long call filled. We got one contract purchase for $10, limit price 10 cents, bid ask. The spread was pretty, right around there, 9 cents, 10 cents, and position added or new position, one contract, click done, boom, that simple. So that is very simple. Trust me, I've bought options plenty of times on Fidelity, on other platforms, and this is the easiest way to do it by far. I'm not pitching Robinhood by any means. Again, I don't have an affiliate link down below. I'm just saying it's so easy for the sake of the video. Boom. And now if we go over here to the main page, we are now, we can see our positions up here. We're now long Palantir, the 1650 calls. You guys see that right there? Boom. Long Palantir. So, yeah, I mean, overall, guys, I'm going to bring a little more content, options content to the channel. I'm not turning solely into an options-focused channel, obviously, guys, but I think it would be interesting to incorporate kind of some strategies here. I'm not a huge options guy by any means, but I think it's fun to look at just the options chain, kind of what I'm doing with selling options, which I do a lot more than buying. But if I'm looking to buy some calls or do whatever, make some videos and content on that. So expect more of that, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you want to see more of that? Seriously, I'm looking to bring more of that content to the channel. And yeah, with that being said, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. And I think 55% of you or something crazy, I think 60 maybe, are not subscribed. So if that's you, make sure to do that. And don't forget to get up to 16 free stocks from Moomoo. They're running the best promo right now by far. Just use that link down below or simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat. And fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys. Fund it with at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks for a limited time. You also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So use that link down below, guys. Get your stocks. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all later.